Hello friends, this is me reading poetry again, which is nothing new. What is new, however, is this is me reading something that I actually wrote. So, without further ado, I have what is currently untitled. You never understand it until you begin to, and then you continue, translating the runes of a menu into the gensu to rend you and end you until it will wend you, find a place in your heart and eventually mend you. When the lives and the years are nothing but the memories of the times and the tears, brought about by the crimes and the fears of a life that sings and triumphantly blears, with a melancholy music so sweet and not known. When you laud your sadnesses and place them upon a throne, then you own them and have shown them, transmuted all into poem, and when you no longer know them, at last they are your friends, until it ends in a set of hows and whys and whens. Then it tends to unbend you just a little in the middle, and the memory is now and the today is the past, and each moment becomes a thing that just couldn't last. And it shimmers, and it goes, and leaves you to shiver, and then froze. You deliver your sermon, you giver of truth. Your lips are aquiver with the virus of sooth. Praiseful paeans to dark taverns and gin and vermouth, to 1,001 beers known to the sole liver of youth. And then the may and the bee become one, and then three. Regrets that you wish you could just take back, but hey, Jack, there's no slack. It just doesn't work like that. It's nothing you can birth and nothing you can kill. Recognize it all as fake and then foot the bill of a tab that mortality can't even pay. At the end of the day, with breath in the way, you can fall down and pray or say fuck it and play to dances and strings and fanciful things, wrought of death and of life and of misery and of strife, until the wrong becomes right and the end is in sight. Then you lay your spirit down to sleep and take your last flight to the realm of forgetting in the space of time lost, your eyes coated cyan with a thick rime of frost. And you're tossed, forever veering, and your soul it is nearing the place that you've been fearing, and you see your shadow in the clearing. And then you take you and shake you, eventually awake you, recognize it's love and not hate that will break you, finds the words you have kept and the cries you have wept, and the places you've slept and stained with could-bes and should-bes, a sick reality of would-bes. You never master your fate, you merely abate the time that you await, and you fill your plate and ask for the check, only to be told that you can't leave just yet, that the meal is not over, and the victim is still sober, and you can only think of how it all will end. And then your friend who had touched that part of your heart that you kept behind glass like a rare work of art, helps you find the rhythm in the place where you start. When you do away with your lines and your charts, and just listen to the words a selfless love imparts, and you can sleep, and you can die, and you no longer ask yourself why, or how, or when, because all that matters was that she was your friend. And with a friend like her, you'll soon be the fighting spirit of armored poetry you were. And life is no longer a challenge of strife, and it feels that everything is rife with delight, in your world and in her world, beaming with light, until it inters you, one more draw of one more breath, and the grave is the set and the actor is death. And the words you speak last are the words you spoke first, because there's a fire in your belly and only one thirst. And the lust and the want and the longing are the same, and you part your lips and give air to her name.